To the morning show on WBGL. It's 11 o'clock. I'm Jonathan, and I am live in front of a studio audience at Shepherd Middle School in my hometown of Ottawa, Illinois, where I went to junior high, and getting to talk to who was actually my 5th grade teacher. How about that? And her name is Christine Quinn, although back when I knew her, her name was Christine Jensen. Or Miss Jensen.
I'm still Miss J to him.
I still call her Miss J or Miss Jensen. So we're live in her classroom today, and we're with her students in third hour, and so they actually have submitted some different questions, and so we're just going to go through those. Is that okay?
That's awesome.
You feeling good today?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what they've asked.
All right, first question: what was your favorite toy when you were a kid, and why?
I didn't have toys. I read books. I was kind of a nerd.
I wonder how many of them are surprised by that.
I don't think so.
All right, what's your favorite thing about teaching?
My students.
Yay! Particularly your third hour students.
Right. Not any other hour, just my third hour.
Now, is there a teacher's lounge here at Shepherd?
There is indeed.
Okay. Do you spend a lot of time in there?
No.
These are just my questions. I'm not even going on the script here.
No.
Well, now, the question that one of your students asked was, what is your favorite coworker here at the school?
Ooh.
Is she required to say Mrs. Kimes?
Yes, Mrs. Kimes is absolutely my favorite here at Shepherd Middle School.
And not just because she's the boss and the principal.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, and actually Mrs. Anderson as well. Yeah.
And actually, who's taking video of our conversation right now? Very good question. All right, now, if you had to pick one student in this class, who would be the one that you'll probably remember this summer? And the class goes wild. All right, let her answer. It's her interview, folks. It's her interview.
So the thing is that I will remember Sam Barron the most because he lives directly behind me.
Good
so
point.
I can't forget Sam. So,
All right.
So Sam has a little bit of an advantage there.
Again, we're live with Mrs. Quinn today at Shepherd Middle School in Ottawa, Illinois on the south side. Next question that came in from one of your students is, how hard is it to deal with idiotic students?
I don't have any idiotic students. I have no trouble at all. That's
insulting. All right, next question has to do with one of our favorite TV shows, Full House.
Oh, yeah. Good show. Yeah.
Which is, there's going to be a spin-off on that on Netflix here in a couple, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Although
the twins aren't.
The Olsen twins will not be a part of that. Is Bob Saget your favorite actor?
You know, it's interesting because this year Bob Saget jumped into our classroom a lot of times, and I'm not really sure why. To this day, I have absolutely no idea.
Could it have anything to do with so that's the thing in this class, is Bob Saget?
Yeah.
Okay. But we're talking about the Bob Saget of the Full House era, not the more recent Bob Saget, right?
Yeah.
Because we can't promote that. Okay, the next question is, are you ready for summer break?
Yes.
All right.
No more grading papers.
Next question from one of your students. What do you normally make for dinner when you're out and about?
How would I make dinner when I'm out and about? If I'm out and about, I'm going to go out to the restaurant and grab a sandwich or something. So when I'm at home, I like to make spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Because it's quick and easy and yummy.
That was one of my mom's favorites, spaghetti. Just get it going and
it's really
pasta.
good.
Fun little fact about Lindsay. Lindsay actually doesn't particularly love tomato things. Tomato sauce. So she prefers pizza with like other kinds of sauce, like maybe Alfredo or olive oil, basil. Not so much. You know what I like is Our Grotto's pizza, but that's beside the point. Okay, what did you want? Well, no, actually, I like
How
By
can you
Angie's
live in
more.
Ottawa and not buy a By
By Angie's is my number one. What did you want to be when you were in 7th grade? Because you went to Shepherd here
I did.
as a student. Did you all know that? She went to school here?
I was a student here at Shepherd Middle School.
What did you want to be?
Well, I didn't want to be a teacher. I wanted to be an orthodontist. And then I decided that'd be kind of gross to work in people's mouths all day long. So. And then I decided I liked kids, so.
Speaking of kids, how many do you have? That's another question.
Oh, You guys don't know that?
I know.
2 or 3?
Wow. 4.
It's the end of the school year. You still don't know. I've only referred to them several times. So I have 3 kids.
3 kids. All right, speaking of your kids, another question. Have you ever lost one of them in the store?
I've never lost one in the store, but I did lose one time. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were on vacation, and we were in Ohio, and the 4 of us, see, I lost one already. The 4 of us were out for a walk, and Nick, my oldest, he was always an explorer, so he decided he'd go off and explore by himself, and I let him, but then I realized that was kind of stupid because we were at a resort, and I didn't know anybody, and so literally I had to, call the sheriff. But then he was back in the hotel room, so it was he was a smart boy.
But you were really scared at the time.
I was very scared.
Which
So I
you'll
did
all
lose
understand once you're parents.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose track.
But he was your age, which is kind of funny now because I look at you all as very mature, but...
At least most of you.
Yeah.
Next question. Where is Waldo?
I think he's in Italy right now.
All right. What is your favorite, there's all ellipses, ... type of, does anybody know what it's going to say?
Cheese.
Cheese.
I'm sure that came from Andrew Petty. Andrew, I'm kind of a cheese fanatic, so I really like a wide variety of cheese. But in particular, I like feta cheese.
Feta.
Yeah. Feta on salads is really
Why don't we let Lindsay answer that question too? She's a big cheese fan.
I like fresh mozzarella.
Fresh mozzarella.
Fresh.
Great job.
Very good.
Why did you want to become a teacher?
That's an interesting
same-
question. Because I
similar
wasn't one
question.
of those lifelongers.
Similar question. If your kids, or what were you thinking when you signed up to be a teacher? That was the same.
What was I thinking?
Yeah. What were you?
In all honesty, I didn't really set out to be a teacher. I set out to be something else. And so I just kind of fell into teaching and then found out I really liked it and seemed to have a knack for it.
On a count of 3, let's all say together, we're glad you did. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're glad you did. And we mean that from the bottom of our hearts.
Thanks.
Miss Jensen. When will you stop giving homework?
I'm thinking June 8th.
Oh, wow.
Wow, really?
June 8th.
So the 7th graders the next 7th graders won't have to.
Well, no, and then I'll start again in August. So.
But you have to be specific.
Yeah.
They want a time and date.
I mean,
They don't get it anymore.
well,
We're doing them a favor.
oh, okay.
You've already had your answer. You
Right.
don't get to take back.
You have to take that up with Mrs. Kimes. So.
Ooh. Who's her favorite friend here at the school? So you probably don't.
Yeah.
Can we stop doing writer's notebook? Brun. What does that say?
So,
Bro. What's that mean? I don't get it. Bro. Okay, bro. Bye, bro.
I don't know. I think maybe we should ask Jonathan and Lindsay if written communication is an important skill and if we should really stop.
We're talking to ourselves. We get to practice writing. It's creepy. We talk to ourselves.
Blah, blah.
All right. Give it up for your teacher, Mrs. Quinn, our live guest today on WBGL.